Hey everybody, today we're going to be unboxing the Petlibro Automatic Feeder, and I have my friends Violet and Peach here who will help me unbox this. So let's get started and see what we've got. Alright, so we were given the opportunity to check this out. So let's see what we have. We'll move that over so they don't get into it. All right. Oh, perfect toys for them. We'll do that. All right, so in here includes the Petlibro Automatic Cat Feeder. And it's a timed cat feeder with portion controls. All right. Get rid of this. Okay, so it can schedule 4 meals, up to a half a cup per meal. Hey Peach, come here. Smooth food outlet, feeding call recording. I actually really love that. And a 4-liter food container and a backup battery. So let's get in here and see what we've got. The cats are in the box below. Elliot's gonna join me now. All right, let's see Elliot. We have a little packet here that we'll get into in a minute. You guys are totally gonna get into this. Elliot, can you move out of the way? Thanks. Okay, so here we have the top. And get the pieces out. That is the feeding bowl that I just pulled out. All right, so we have, let me get a little bit closer here. Put this on the corner. The Petlibro Automatic Feeder. So we'll set this up. Elliot, come here, buddy. You're a little in the way. There we go. All right, so we have our charging port. With a USB adapter. They're all into the paper that came with it. All right, let's see what we've got. So we have a couple stickers here. Okay, so it says, "Hi Pet Pals, thank you for choosing us. At Petlibro, we focus on the unique needs of pets. Our affection for pets and the obsession with detail is what led us to make premium products constantly. What leads us to make premium products constantly, deliver a convenient lifestyle for you, and help your pets become their best." Awesome. Peach, I don't recommend jumping in that. It's on the corner. All right, so they make interactive toys, grooming brush, and actually, they have gift sets. Cool. All right, so let's see what we can do here of a quick guide to get it all set up. Okay, so the first part that we're going to do is already done for me actually, which is just putting the part that holds the food onto the base. So the food tank is in place. We're just going to, I'll move this out of the way now. We'll let them do that as we assemble it. I'll put this over here so everybody can see the assembly part. Let's just get this going. There we go. All right, that takes up a little bit more room. So we are assembling this. So we are going to assemble the base for the food, where the food comes out. All right, and that was easy enough. It just hangs out right in there. What I love about this is, even though it is a little bit deep for cats, It's very wide, so when they put their heads in there, we won't have to worry about whisker fatigue so much. And whisker fatigue is when your cat's whiskers brush up against a shallow, or I should say, brush up against a bowl, and the edges of the bowl can actually irritate their whiskers because their whiskers are highly sensitive, and that's how they find prey and how they see things that are in, or how they perceive things that are in tiny distances from them. So we don't want to hurt their whiskers, so we want nice, shallow, open bowls. This has a very wide bowl here, so they're not going to have an issue with that, so that's awesome. So the second thing that we have to do here is undo the charging cord here. All right, let's see what we've got. Plug this in. We just moved here, so let me get an outlet. Okay. We will put it right over here. Whoops. Should have known that was coming. Okay. Alright, so as I fiddled around with that, one nice attention to detail with this automatic feeder is that the cord has a little hole that it goes into so that it isn't being crimped by the actual feeder itself. So that's a really nice detail, really nice touch there. So we are going to place the desiccant bag under here, which I believe has actually been put in there for us. It is just a silica desiccant gel pack so that the food stays fresh, so that's amazing that they've added that for us. And we're just going to fill this with some dry pet food. Now here's where it gets interesting because, of course, as many of you know, I feed raw food, and so I'm not planning on using this for their main meals, but instead I'm going to use this for them as a cue where if they're starting to bug me during the day, specifically late morning is a time when I am working and I'm bringing all of the content to you guys and setting things up, and that's when they really want attention. It's before they take their afternoon naps, and they are very excited about just being with me and things like that. But of course, I'm working, so I can't get to them right away all the time, and that's when they like to cause trouble. Now, whether that trouble is tearing around the house, whether it's getting into the blinds, and various other things that cats can do, I'm going to use this as a way to interactively feed them, to give them something to do. And so we will see how it goes. I will take a video of this tomorrow and show you guys what that's going to look like. But in the meantime, I am going to fill this with Stella and Chewy's. Actually, you know what? Today I don't even have Stella and Chewy's. I have, let me grab it. We are going to fill the Petlibro Automatic Feeder with some primal nuggets. So this is the rabbit formula. Peach here has food allergies, and so we'll see how that goes. I'm going to break it up into little pieces. Of course, I'm not going to put fresh raw in this because it doesn't have a way to keep it fresh. So, or I should say keep it cool. It does have a desiccant bag, so it will keep dry foods fresh. So we're going to put the primal nuggets in there, and probably some origin treats. And I'm interested to see how the cats react when we put the timer on and we test it out. So in the meantime, I won't bore you with me filling it. I will fill the feeder and I will show you the first time we feed them and we'll let you know how it goes. So I will be back tomorrow to show you how this actually works. All right, guys, see you then. All right, so I changed my mind. We are going to fill it and test it out today, and then I'm going to use it for the first time tomorrow. So I also revisited this. I'm going to use, just because I think they won't crumble as bad, I have some Ziwi Peak little meat bits. They are, I believe, air-dried. Ziwi Peak comes in these little tiny, almost like jerky squares, and they are a great treat and actually a great meal for your cats. So I am going to dump some of that into our feeder here, and I am, all right, have that in there. Of course, I've attracted friends here. All right, so what we're going to do, let me put the top on before I have any opportunistic cats here. All right, top is on. Very nice, modern, sleek design. Of course, you can't see it right now because there's kind of a frenzy going on. Come here, Violet. Go this way. There we go. Everybody's checking it out. Let's move over. All right, so let me just get them out of here for a minute so you can actually see. There you go, guys. Go ahead. Peach is still gonna ponder whether it's worth going down there or staying up here. How about this? Sit. There we go. So very nice, sleek, modern design. You can see it has a very deep dish like I was mentioning before, but very wide. So Peach can fit her whole face in here without getting any whisker fatigue. So we have the treats in there. We're going to set a custom tone that's going to play when it releases the food. So my feeding time call here. So it says that we will press this microphone button down and hold for 3 seconds until a beep is heard. Release, record, and then press again to end as a double beep is heard. So let's see what we have. All right, we're gonna hold it down for 3 seconds. Oh, you know what? I have to unlock it first. Okay, now it is unlocked. So my cats can't press anything, which they could. They would try. All right. Get your treats. All right, so I should have said, or I should say, the tone that I use for telling my cats that a little jackpot of treats is coming, so 5 or more treats, is get your treats. And they know, she's already looking, she's trying to engineer this thing. She's always looking for something to do. So let's see what we have here. All right, so we are going to try it out with Elliot with a single portion. First, I'm going to take the top off and I'm going to put a couple treats just in the dish itself. And I just want to do this so that he knows that something is going to come out of here that's tasty, that's not scary. So I'm starting him out like that. So then we are going to hit the unlock button. And I am going to hit the give a portion button. Get your treat. Good boy. So he gets to hear that button, or hear my voice, I should say, here, get your treats, and then they're gonna come out. The releasing mechanism is pretty quiet, so you can see he wasn't really fazed by it. He heard my voice, he knows that cue that means that food is coming, and then it quietly released the portion, and now he's eating that portion of treats. And this is going to work really well, I think, for during the work week when I'm actually giving them food on a timer so that they can have this moment to kind of do their own thing and not bother me while I'm working. So I'm really excited to test this out this week. So stay tuned. He's going to eat the rest of this portion happily. And we're going to actually test this out when I'm working later in the week. So thanks for stopping by, and we'll pick up where we left off very shortly. So far, we've really enjoyed using this Petlibro Automatic Feeder. We have noticed that it goes well and seamlessly with our decor, and it doesn't stand out too much with its size. So we love that. We have used it a few times this week, and the cats certainly know that there's something up with it and that it contains food. And that's great because it keeps them busy and engaged with not only the product itself, but the food that they're going to get inside of it. Peach loves to engineer things, and so she has tried to see how it works, tried to press some buttons on the front, and luckily it has that lock so she's unable to feed herself at will, so she can still continue to keep her fit shape. So we have noticed a couple things with this feeder. One is that when it goes off, it does kind of spook a couple of the cats, and just at first, and then they come immediately running because they recognize what's going on. I imagine that if I went back and did a little bit more training with the noise, that they would get over this very quickly and learn to really enjoy it. However, because we have multiple cats, I have noticed that there has been some resource guarding amongst our cats, where Peach is rushing in there and she's getting all of the food and not letting Violet or Elliot engage with the feeder. So if you have multiple cats, it may be worth getting 3 of these feeders, or however, 1 for each of the cats in your household, and putting them around so that they're not right next to each other. This will allow all of your cats to get equal opportunities to go and use the feeder. That being said, our big dog, she's 90 pounds and she's a really intense breed, the Central Asian Shepherd. She is petrified of the noise that this thing makes. So that being said, that doesn't mean that it won't work for our family. It just means that I need to go back and work on some training with her and desensitize her to the noise that it makes. She certainly loves what comes out of it. She just doesn't like the noise that happens beforehand. So there's going to be a few things that I'll play around with, and that is trying to have it make a tone instead of me saying, "Get your treats." I don't know if it's my robo voice that freaks her out or whatnot, but we will try some things out and see how it works. Otherwise, I'll just put it in a place where she doesn't need to hear it so loudly, where it's not where she likes to relax, so the cats can go and do their own thing, and she can continue to sleep on the couch or play with her own puzzle toys. So overall, I highly recommend this product. I think it works well if you're going to be out late and you're busy at work or whatnot. It can serve as a dedicated time that your cat will get a meal. You can use freeze-dried raw food, or you can use dry food with it. And again, it has that desiccant bag in it, so it keeps your food fresh. It does hold quite a bit of food in there, so you can provide this and set it up on the weekend, and it can provide multiple meals for your cat. So I recommend that you check out the Petlibro Automatic Pet Feeder and try it out with your own animals.